In less than 10 minutes, ituturo ko kung anong kailangan mo malaman before you start investing. And kung may isang video ka man na papapanood sa buong buhay mo about investing, eto na yun. Pagod na kasi ako sa mga nagbebenta ng course. Kasi honestly, investing isn't even that hard. Sundin nyo lang yung steps na ituturo ko sa inyo. And I have studies that proves that you will outperform over 85% of traders. Hello everybody, my name is Sam and I made my first million pesos at 20 years old and 24 na ako ngayon and I have 7 digits invested sa market. Huwag na natin patagalin pa, i-drawing natin yan. Welcome to Whiteboard and we are back and this is a table by S&P Global. Tas dinidiscuss dito na over 15 years, 89.4% of active funds underperform over broad share market. Ano meaning nun? Meaning, yung mga professionally managed na mga funds, tinatalo lang sila ng stock market. Kung yung mga active funds na mga professional na traders, natatalo lang ng market over 15 years, what more, yung mga kaibigan mo na sinasabi, uy, bili mo to, uy, bili mo to. Guess what? After 2 years, tatahimik na yan kasi nalugi na sila. Investing is so simple, hindi mo kailangan gawing complicated. Kahit 50 lang yung IQ mo, kayang-kaya mo mag-invest. Saan pwede ba ako mag-invest? Who should invest? Spoiler alert, ikaw! Kung pinapanood mo to, tas over 18 years old ka naman, mag-invest ka. Papakita ko sa inyo kung bakit as soon as possible, as soon as pwede ka mag-invest, you should invest. Because in investing, you need two things, time and money. And why should you invest? Kasi tumatanda tayo, humihina yung katawan namin, sumasakit yung likod natin. 24 pa lang ako, sakit na ng likod ko kakaupo ko. Kaka-research ko sa paggawa ng mga videos na to para sa inyo, para kayo hindi sumakit yung likod. Tapos hindi ka makikinig. Tapos kung matanda ka na, masakit na yung katawan mo, paano mo lalagyan ng balance yung Maya mo? Paano mo lalagyan yung balance ng Gcash mo? Baka sabihin nyo, Sam, nakaka-stress kasi mag-invest. Eto ba, hindi ba nakaka-stress yan? Imagine mo, nagkasakit ka, tapos wala kang pambayad. Boom! Stressful, di ba? We want to travel the world. How are you going to travel the world kung wala kang pera in the first place? Of course, I want to buy fancy cars. How are you gonna buy fancy cars kung wala kang pera? How are you gonna buy Miata, dream car by the way, with 0 pesos in your Maya account? This is why you need to learn how to grow your money. And next reason is because of inflation. Kahit mag-ipon ka ng mag-ipon dyan, sige sabihin natin may savings ka na, uy Sam, ano ka, tumahimik ka dyan, may laman yung Maya ko, 100,000 pesos. Brother man, yung 100,000 pesos mo after 20 years, wala nang value yan. Because of inflation. Here's a diagram by Investopedia. 1970, yung kape, $0.25 lang. Magkano yun? Ha? 8 pesos? Eh ngayon, pag bumili ka ng kape, 150 minimum, di ba? That's inflation. That is why you need to invest in order to also beat inflation and retain, not only retain, but increase the value of your money. Now, when should you invest? This is what I'm saying, na there are two elements when it comes to investing. Time and money. Tingnan mo to Kung nag-start ka mag-invest at 18 years old, tas 5,000 pesos lang is in-invest mo, tapos nag-retire ka ng 60 years old, that's what? 42 years. By the time you retire, meron ka ng 32 million pesos. Just by investing 5,000 pesos per month. Alam mo kung magkano yung total na in-invest mo? 2 million pesos. Tapos ang total na mawi-withdraw mo, 32 million pesos. May gulay. That's because you started at 18 years old. Sabihin natin, Sam, gusto ko naman kasi mag-explore ng buhay. I want to maximize my 20s. I want to travel early. Ganito, ganyan. Hindi ko kaya mag-alok ng 5,000 pesos to travel. Magsa-start ako at 35 years old. Alam mo ba, in order to match your 5,000 pesos starting 18, ang kailangan mo invest if you start at 35 is 27,000 pesos per month. That's unbelievable. That's more than 5 times the amount per month para lang ma-hit. Mas mababa pa nga dun sa 32 million if you start later in life. And guess what? Ang total na in-invest mo dito is over 6 million pesos. And just for reference, yung expectation nitong chart na to is around 8 to 10% of gains, which is the average over the last 50 years na S&P 500. Now, ano yun? Papakita ko sa'yo later. Now, this does not mean na lahat ng pera mo starting 18 years old, lalagay mo na sa market. Of course, 18 years old, medyo mahirap yung 5,000 pesos. But this is just to prove a point na the longer you start investing, the earlier you start investing, kahit hindi pa ganun kalaki, kasi of course tataas pa yan pwede mo i-invest as you climb the corporate ladder, start your own business. Mas malaki yung pwede mo i-invest. Heck, baka 18 years old nag-start ka 5,000, tas by the time na 35 years old ka, nag 27,000 pesos ka na. Hitting $1 million portfolio by the time you retire is very easy, and by that time 6 digits a month na yung passive income mo. Now imagine hindi mo na kailangan humingi sa mga future anak mo ng pangsustento sa'yo kasi wala kang pambayad kasi nag-invest ka nung bata ka pa lang. Now isn't that a lovely life? You can live wherever you want, albeit baka hindi sa first world country, pero pwede ka na magprobinsya, ano ba, langoy-langoy ka na lang, because you were responsible when you were younger. Now again, this does not mean na ilalagay mo lahat ng pera mo dyan. Heck, pwede ka mag-start ng business on the side. This is just the fallback, just in case nothing works. Kasi if you already have this, pwede ka mag-take ng so many risks, kasi almost guaranteed na by the time you retire, okay lang, everything's fine. Kasi meron kang investment. Now Sam, gusto ko yan. I like that. I like what I'm hearing. How do I do it? How should you invest? Is it by crypto? Bibili ba ako ng mga malupit na mga relo, mga watches, mga kotse, whatever? Bili ba ako real estate or any stocks, di ba? Stock market. I suggest for everyone, and especially if beginner ka, do not buy individual stocks. And especially don't do crypto, don't do watches unless hobby mo talaga. And don't do real estate. Kasi again, 18 years old, paano ka bibili ng real estate? 18 years old, paano ka bibili ng relo? Diba? Sam, what is an ETF? It's a group of stocks instead of buying individual businesses. So for example, gusto mo ng tech stocks like Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft. Imbes na isusugal mo lahat ng pera mo sa isang company, let's say Apple, bili ka na lang ng ETF so that you can buy everything. So pag bumagsak yung Apple, pero umangat yung Microsoft, walang mangyayari sa portfolio mo, okay ka pa din. Now, an example of an S&P 500 ETF is VU. And ito yung mga top 10 holdings niya as of this picture. And tingnan mo 5-year return, 83.1%. That's unbelievable. That's like what, 12%, 13% per year? So, ang tagal naman nun. Gusto mo mabilis, ha? Itaya mo sa black, ha? Itaya mo sa black kung gusto mo naman bilis. So how do I buy an S&P 500 ETF? I use GoTrade and I also use IBKR. Pero especially if you're a beginner, I just suggest you start using GoTrade kasi mas madali siyang gamitin basically. Actually, already made a video on that, on exactly how to do it step by step. So if interested ka, you can watch that if hindi ka marunong. Pero if siguro may common sense ka naman, you can just check out the description below, tas andun yung referral link ko. And may free $2 ka doon pag ginamit mo yon. And kung ayaw mo gamitin, walang problema, just please, okay, buy an ETF. That's basically it. If there's one thing that you will learn or you will do for the rest of your lives when it comes to investing, buy an ETF. Huwag mo nang ipilit yung sarili mo na italunin yung market kasi most likely, kung tinatalo yung mga active funds na professionally managed by 89.4%, what more? What else is yung chance mo? Huwag ka maniwala dyan sa mga nagpo-post sa TikTok na, oh, I made this money kasi day trader ako. Tumahimik ka dyan. Kumikita lang sila kasi binibentahan ka nila ng course. Now, I can promise in this channel, I will never sell you guys a course on investing because that makes absolutely no sense for me. Kasi basically, everything you do in investing is buy an ETF. Okay, sige, sure, why not? Real estate, why not? Well, when you look at the market nga, mas malaki pa yung kita ng ETF kaysa sa real estate eh. But hey, of course, the market moves and this is not completely guaranteed. Pero over the last 50 years, again, average niya is 8 to 10% per year. It doesn't really get any better than that when it comes to investing. Kung may makita kang higher than dyan, most likely scam yan. And of course, the strategy on, let's say, the frequency and yung amount kung magkano man yung bibilin nyo, still depends on you, okay? Assess your portfolio, assess your risk appetite, kasi ikaw pa din yung nakakaalam yung mga needs mo. Hindi ko pwede sabihin kung ano yung kailangan mong gawin, kasi buhay mo naman yan eh. Okay, kaya wag kang makulit. Huwag ka magpapascam. Kaya comment down below kung magkano yung ini-invest mo per month sa S&P 500. And subscribe kung ayaw mo matay na brokey.